shore. Good morning guys, welcome back to a Wednesday here in Auckland and welcome back to the channel. The weather today is looking a little bit overcast, but it's supposed to fine up later on this afternoon, but we're going to head out anyway and see what it's like out there. Hopefully it's good enough for the camera and we'll see plenty. We're going out to 3 beaches that are out West Auckland. New Zealand is completely surrounded by water, being 3 islands and some other little random pieces. So yeah, we're going to head out west and we're going to have a look at 3 of the main beaches that tourists are really drawn to and see what's happening out there today. They're really pretty windy roads, which I really like. I really appreciate roads that aren't dead straight. I always feel like the New Zealand bush, because quite a lot of this is sort of semi-wild and structured as people's lawns and things as well, but there's a bit of a mix. It's so colourful, the different shades of green, whereas when you get, like in Australia and Brisbane, I always felt like the colours were the same shade of green. That's not used to windy roads, New Zealand does have windy roads everywhere you go up and down the country. Various levels of windy roads, but I find it keeps it more interesting, keeps you awake. I drove Brisbane to Sydney just after they had a major flooding event, and so the trip was actually detoured and it was the old 12-hour drive, and I just found that it was so dead straight. It was really very boring and I found it difficult, really difficult. That road's closed. So yeah, the windy roads I think can be quite different for some people, and I think can take people by surprise if you're not used to it. We're almost there, nearly at Piha. It's only about 15 kilometres to go now and the roads are getting narrower. See the Tasman Sea. Welcome to the west coast of New Zealand. This is beach number 1 on our list today. There's Karikari Falls just out further south along from Piha. It's only about a 13-minute drive, but they're closed at the moment. There's a fungal disease in the area that's causing the kauri trees to die back. So there's nobody allowed to walk through there because hiking through spreads the spores on shoes and boots. So they've closed it to all visitors. So sadly we can't go there today, but they are really beautiful waterfalls to go and visit when they are open. See this speed bump, can you? It was nice of someone to put a sign up. And this is Piha Beach. That rock out there is Lion Rock. It looks like there's a group of kids here. I'm not quite sure what they're doing. They look like high school kids. Today's quite calm at Piha. It's really settled. This beach can get really quite fierce with huge waves, so it's really calm today. Really quite a pretty day actually to be out here. There's the surf life-saving people on duty with their flags. So they're the flags you swim between in New Zealand. I think it's probably exactly the same in every country. I don't know if the colours change. Looks like they've just put a sign out for something. Maybe a warning sign. Yeah, looks like a lesson going on down there. It's very pretty out here. It's actually quite a warm day. It's 23 degrees, so it's not at all cold. And there's a few batches, so there's a few people that live out here permanently now, but these were summertime batches for holiday makers once upon a time. Some probably still are, but there's a lot of people that have moved permanently to the area. So that's Piha. Let's get on to our next beach. You're enjoying this tour of West Auckland. If you are enjoying it, really appreciate a thumbs up. beach visit for today, and it's a 46-minute drive from Piha. As you can see, the scenery is really changing. I'm really loving this drive. It's so pretty out here, and the fact that the scenery keeps changing, the plants are changing, the open spaces, the bridges are really sweet. They're one-way bridges, but they're really quite pretty and attractive bridges compared to, you know, the old concrete ones that we're perhaps used to. Less masonry, less steel. Yeah, so quite pretty. And the blue skies are coming out, so yay, we're getting some sunshine after all. Welcome to Bethells Beach. The potholes, can you? There's just so many. Hopefully you can see this sand is really black and it just sparkles. You can see the sparkles. It's a little bit of a walk to the beach, so I'll meet you there. This is me in the future, and I realised there were ladies talking down at the beach, so I couldn't actually video and record any of the sounds, but it was a windy day, and the tide was in, and also this is just one part of the beach. Like, the beach stretches right round the corner. There's a little private island out there as well that's privately owned, private island, and there is also like a whole culture of like nudist areas of the beach, so I'm not quite sure where they go. But if anybody does go down there, just be aware that you might see things you perhaps didn't want to see or didn't expect to see. The other thing about this beach is the lovely little write-up about the history of the beach, the history of the area, and so it's known as Te the area, and Bethells Beach was named after a family that farmed there. But you can see everything about the history and also about the native wildlife. Down the southern end of the beach, there is a sea cave that you can walk down and visit at low tide. I just read that you could have your dog off leash over in a picnic area. Now imagine if they got into this area, and apparently there's traps and poison, or maybe not traps, there's a line through it, but poison laid. Not really a good idea with pets. That's strange. So are these posts. Maybe it's to stop the erosion of the sand. They're all the way through. I'm not quite sure what they're about. I'll have to look it up and see. But I don't think I'll make my way to the beach because it's way over there on the other side. And I think I'm actually on the wrong track. Let's head off to Muriwai Beach now. It is about another 40-minute drive and about 34 kilometres to get there. Another windy road, and the scenery, I guess, was going to change again. So I'm quite looking forward to this drive. I'm getting a bit hungry now. I'm getting a bit tired as well. So it'll be really nice to be able to take a break after this. But I should have bought a picnic because it is so pretty and it's turned into such a beautiful afternoon. It's really lovely. So anyway, let's head off and get to Muriwai. We're almost at Muriwai, and in this area too there is another waterfall to the south called Makaroa Falls, and they're also really beautiful waterfalls to go and visit, but they are currently closed as well. Welcome to Muriwai Beach. On the way in, we've just passed a rental shop where you can rent surfboards and wetsuits, and also take surfing lessons there, or book surfing lessons there. So that's actually quite good, and there was a cafe as well. It's quite interesting to watch the birds, especially in breeding season and when it's windy. Just amazing how they cope perched on a rock because it's so rugged. It's really good conditions today. Again, I mean, the whole west coast seems to be really calm and mild, so it's a really lovely day. It's a great day for all those doing surfing lessons, which seem to be popular today. Right, so that was Muriwai. We've only got 27 kilometres to go and get some fuel because I'm running a bit low. This is a bit different, isn't it? You go from farmland to all these houses that are packed in close, tight together like that. I hope that you've really enjoyed this video. I'm trying to do something a little bit different and changing my editing style, having a bit of a play with it. So if you've got some suggestions, do speak up. And I'm quite interested, what beach was your favourite today? I think I've got a clear favourite, but interested to know your thoughts. What do you think is your favourite? And yeah, if you've enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up and subscribe down below, and let me know which is your favourite of the western beaches that we visited today. My favourite has to be Muriwai. It's got lovely access, you've got so much going on down there, it's a nice flat beach, and it seems to be a little bit calmer than the rest as well. There's plenty to do there with the cafe, the surfing rentals and things like that. I think it's a really great little spot. So I'm just going to fill up with fuel and then head home and do some editing. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed today, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!